Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago Cubs. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Yu Darvish is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off for the Twins, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
From the stretch. And we are underway from Wrigley as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand. And D-Row, through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
The 1-1 is a fastball down below the knees.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
The 2-1 home takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Harper on the run. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Brian Dozier is the guy that's working through some things these days. He had almost 100 runs batted in a year ago, so I think maybe he's putting some pressure on himself to repeat that kind of production, and it's just not happening. Sometimes you just have to go back to basics and focus on having quality ABs.
Striding in, Eddie Rosario. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
One and two now.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. To his left, Baez. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
First baseman number 23.
Here's Miguel Sano, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Bryant has a play. And the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Marcus Stroman is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Cubs, center fielder, George Springer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit high. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
The 1-1. Is strike 2 swinging.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that 2-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
At the end of the day, besides wins and losses, this should be the only stat that matters. And that's creating runs for your team, and that's exactly what this team does and this lineup does consistently. They lead the league right now in touching home plate, and more times than not, that's going to lead to a W.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this is low, ball 1. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in, when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Hit high and deep out to left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. The relay. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
And now Bryce Harper, head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's 1 for 5. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
The 2-0 on the way. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Good pitch there. Catches the outside corner for strike 2.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Fouled off. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The 1-2. Drilled on the ground to short. The Dozier for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the second now from Wrigley with no score. Third baseman Mike Moustakas now.
For Minnesota, third baseman Mike Moustakas.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a strike. And he fouls this one off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Standing in, Byron Buxton. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. First offering on its way. Fastball that just misses inside. Buxton is hoping for a ticket to the All-Star game, and he may well have one coming. Heading into the day, second in fan votes among center fielders in the league.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Two-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now. Brian Dozier is on deck. Here's the 3-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Eddie. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder. No score here as we play inning number 2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So that'll extend the inning and bring Wilson Ramos to the plate with 2 away.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Dozier at second with 2 down. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Jorge Polanco would be next. The 3-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. 2 out here and a runner at second. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Javier Baez. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Javier Baez.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. And another foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The count now at 2-2. Two and two now to Baez. Missed with a slider.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Here's a huge swing by Baez and a ball sent to deep left field. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And they'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate. And if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
Stepping in, Wilson Contreras. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Rosario. He gets there, and that's the second out. Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
3-0 now. Addison Russell would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Stroman's ready. Needs a strike here on 3-0. A high fastball is in there. The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Here's Addison Russell. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Has a look, now the pitch. In the dirt here. And no advance, it's ball 1. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Russell brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Into the box, Jorge Polanco, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat, and that one stayed up a little high. The 1-1 home, fouled away. The 1-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Polanco around first, heading for second now. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
So with your pitcher do it next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with the bat in his hands.
Into the box now, Marcus Stroman. As he'll square around to bunt, then pull back for ball 1. The 1-0 is the ball as he pulled the bunt back.
Might get the take sign here until he sees a strike. He's not known to be a very good hitting pitcher.
Here it comes, 2-0. Now a bunt attempt here. Bryant comes up with it. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Stepping in now, Charlie Blackmon, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He flied out leading off the ball game. Right side. Baez has it. And he's going to reach it first as that plates a run, and we'll see how this is scored.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. Blackmon stands at first with 1 out. Runners off for second. In there, now the throw. It's offline, but he's out. Gunned down trying to swipe the base.
Not every catcher can make that throw, so That was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Two and two.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Schwarber. And that retires the side. Twins get a run on 2 hits. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Twins 1 and the Cubs nothing. Leading off the inning, Yu Darvish, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Yu Darvish.
First pitch on its way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Way in front of that fastball.
0-2 is the count.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central.
George Springer.
Coming to the plate now, George Springer. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Springer, originally from the state of Connecticut. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Liner towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And that's hitting one-on-one right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. A 3-run homer here for Bryce Harper, number 22 on the year, and with it the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
And now Anthony Rizzo, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. Line drive to left, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Rizzo will head for second, and he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Here's Javier Baez as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Lifted in the air to center field. Buxton giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton has a read on it, and that retires the side. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's now 3-1 Chicago. Here's Miguel Sano.
Leading off for Minnesota.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's set. Here it comes. Popped him up. Rizzo is under it, and he brings it in on the warning track.
The third baseman, number 8, Mike Moustakas.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Here's Byron Buxton now, who was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's set, and the pitch comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Here comes the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a two-run game, a two-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Now a swing, and he popped him up. Oh, my goodness, 3 in a row. Therefore, it is Russell, and Addison makes the catch to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. So striding forward now, Kyle Schwarber.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 1-0 delivery. And that one stayed too low apparently. Schwarber drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The 3 true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
The next Cub up, Addison Russell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. The 1-1 is a breaking ball that messed with the timing for a strike. Trying to send him packing for the second time. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Now another 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Darvish.
Standing in now, Yu Darvish. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Here it comes, 1-0. Bounce to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Center fielder number 4, George Springer.
So digging in now, George Springer. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Stroman comes set. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. One and one, here it is. Seared down the first baseline. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. In to score the runner from third.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses inside 1-0. Springer is off of first with 2 away. Just missed with a breaking ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside and low, 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. Number 22 on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Here's Bryce Harper now.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Count even now at 1-1. 6 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Count still at 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Standing in, Brian Dozier, a base hit in his first trip.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
And this is fouled at the plate. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Here's the first pitch to him. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. A little roller toward the hole. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jorge.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco, and scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Russell shading to his right, and that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Miguel Almonte, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Miguel Almonte.
Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Here's another 1-2. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Twins are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening. At the plate, Javier Baez. No hits to this point. First offering on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. Blackmon sprinting after it. And no one will track it down. 2 out, nobody on. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Logan Morrison will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 99, Logan Morrison.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 7 homers, and he's driven in 24. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Morrison playing here in his age 31 season. He was taken in the 22nd round back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He swings and grounds it to short. Russell has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Now in the box, Eddie Rosario. He flew out in his last at bat. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
The 3-0. Liner toward right center. Springer will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. They trail 6-1. Adalberto Mejia enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 49, Adalberto Mejia.
Stepping up now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs' half of the 6th.
Kyle Schwarber.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Missed with a slider. Mejia, a 25-year-old. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Here's Addison Russell. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Schwarber on at first, nobody out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box, Yu Darvish. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The 1-0 home. Misses the zone as he pulled the bunt back in time. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Into the slide, and he'll make the basket catch. And a fine play there for the second out.
Center fielder number 4. George.
Digging in once again,
Springer.
George Springer. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And the changeup is way low that time. A runner on first with 2 away. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Line drive to left. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Stepping in now, Chris Bryant, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Now the 2-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
The 3-1 pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And it's not in time. He's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
Now batting, Bryce Harper comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. first offering on its way. And that misses, ball 1.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Two and 0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now the 2-0 home. Line to the right side, but foul. Now the 2-1 pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Buxton is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Ready now, Miguel Sano. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Slider's in for a strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard to third. Bryant's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The third baseman, number 8, Mike Moustakas.
One gone now in the Minnesota 7th, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Now to the plate, Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Fouled off. Moustakas, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time, and oh, look out, up and in, and nearly took his head off.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Here's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Here's Brian Dozier now. And that misses for ball one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball two. First and second now, 1 man out. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, looking to cut into that big deficit they've got in front of him. First delivery to him on the way. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
In now, Jorge Polanco, as he grounds one briskly to short. Gloved by Russell. They'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. Twins leave the bases loaded. It's still an 8-1 ball game. So striding in, Anthony Rizzo will try and get something started in the home half of the seventh.
Anthony Rizzo.
First offering on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Blackmon on the move, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Here's Javier Baez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. Comes set, and the 0-1. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Now the 1-0 is taken high above the zone.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Now the 3-0 offering is in there for strike one.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Now the payoff pitch home. Turned on down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Addison Russell as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. From the belt, the pitch, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is under it, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Number 30 is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Line to the right side, and the pinch hitter is retired here, one away.
Left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Popped him up. Baez is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Digging in, Eddie Rosario. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
The 0-2 home. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Ryan Presley comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So here now is the pitcher, Yu Darvish. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball one. Way in front of that fastball. Popped up. Sano over to his left. One down.
Center fielder number 4. George.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, George Springer. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Buxton shading to his right. He's got it, and there are two down now. So coming to the plate, Chris Bryant. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Two balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with two men out. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a two-out base runner.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Here's Bryce Harper now, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the two-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Skied down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 popped up. Oh, he couldn't make the play, and the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
First baseman number 44, Anthony
Anthony
Rizzo.
Rizzo stands in now. He doubled his last time through. First offering on its way. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Behind 0-2 now. Bryant over at second. Harper at first. 2 out in the inning. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Rizzo is slugging north of .480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Two, here it is. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Cubs strand a couple, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Here's Miguel Sano starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. He's outside for a ball.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
The 2-1 home. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Harper. 1 away. The third baseman Mike Moustakas now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the stretch. A ball and no strikes. One out, nobody on. Line to the right side. Well, good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. The 1-0. Knuckles into the zone for a strike. And he'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches.
What an unbelievable effort. He has had total command of all pitches, all quadrants. Dan, this has got to bring a smile to your face.
It does, D-Roy. In a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, or for that matter, guys going out into the 8th, let alone the 9th inning, this has been a terrific start up to this point.
The 1-1 home. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
He's set. Here it comes. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
2 out with the man at first. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Final strike for the Twins. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Cubbies led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Yu Darvish earned his 9th win of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Marcus Stroman permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Flezak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian.